Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we hold the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Not the way stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour touching every shore from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Right? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Come on, Mike.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Switch.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, Mike's 50. I'm coming after yellow.
Slot man moves right.
Black shot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
This from 44 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. In motion left here, Marshall. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check. Mike 56. Mike 56. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready. 50 red. I got him.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Check back.
2nd and 9 now. There's Chris Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kamara up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Lutz is good.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn first down.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey. 50. Hey.
2nd and 4. Out to his left. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got a...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Smash, red. Switch. Check 31, check 31.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Set, ready, slack 40.
They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Tompkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's blue. They're running it. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready. Blue ready. 3 buns. Double tight. We got 3.
Here we go with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go. Mike's 50.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That pass complete to Moore.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch out now. 50 series.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thomas has got it, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a play fake here on first down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That caught by Trimble.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
A give running right. It's Hubbard.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. I got one.
Yellow, zoom. Black ultra.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
17, smash, red.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.